Alright guys, welcome to day 2 of Phantasialand. It is 9:30. We are at Mountain Chocolate for our first ride. Took a ride in the carousel earlier. Actually filmed some stuff earlier, but forgot to switch from time-lapse mode back to normal mode. Oops. So, yeah, we are going to have a fantastic day here today. It is September 2nd. It's day 22 of the European Mega Trip. And, yeah, this is very similar to Toy Story Mania ride system-wise. But I think I'm going to enjoy this one a lot more, hopefully. So, let's go ahead and take it for a ride. And I scored about 161,000. I like the ride. It's fun. It's all right. I'll just name drop. Coaster Studios review of this park last year, and he was saying how long the ride went on, and I was like, how can you complain about the length of the ride? But with that ride, with the shooting mechanism where you're pulling a cord, and you're basically, you're in a chocolate factory and trying to get rid of the mouses, so it's kind of like Ratatouille in a way. It's very tiring. So by like 2/3 in, yeah, you are kind of wishing it would end. It was fun though. I might do it again. It was really good. I liked it more than Toy Story Mania, that's for sure. So we have 14 minutes until rope drop. So we are going to rope drop Crazy Bats. All right. So after 40 minutes of waiting for Crazy Bats to open, I finally gave up. I should have gave up way earlier. I'm stubborn and stupid. I could have ridden both sides of winches in that time, but I didn't. So that's what I'm going to do. Just going to probably ride this a couple of times. Hopefully in that time it opens for the day. They did say, when someone in English finally asked, because I didn't, because I'm an idiot, that it will almost positively open today at some point. So that's all that I'm really worried about. I don't need to probably ride it more than once, it being a VR coaster, and as a coaster itself, very boring. So, it's fine. Mistakes were made. Definitely want to try both sides again, and only 20-minute wait right now, so a little bit less than what I waited yesterday, which is nice. Yeah, I should have just came straight here when I saw it was broken. That was stupid. Oh well. I played solitaire, and I pretty much said to myself once I finished all my solitaire games for the day to quit, and that's what I did. So, not so bad. So it's interesting enough. They used to enter in over here, I believe. And I don't know why they've changed it around, but they have. Maybe they had to modify the queue for Ruxburg? Who knows? Who knows? Well, some people know, but I don't. So, this line's way better than yesterday. I waited all the way back out of the room. Alright, so I had taken 5 rides on Winjas, 3 on Force, 2 on Fear, was going for a 3rd on Fear, and it broke down. So we actually had the service lights on the left, which I was really excited about seeing how it actually tilted it. I couldn't see anything. Maybe it was on the other side of the lift that I was looking at, but it has to be mechanical. It can't be like hydraulic or something like that. I don't know. Regardless, I really like Fear more. Force is not as good. There's no doubt about it, and that last ride really confirmed it for me. We actually had no spinning whatsoever. I thought the car never unlocked. It was that bad. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Crazy Bats is still not open. I'm starting to get a little worried there. Of course, the coaster that I decided to wait for today is not open and is got lots of issues. I knew that would happen. I knew that if I saved the coaster for tomorrow, it would be the one that had problems. It's just, by luck. There's nothing left on this side of the park to do, really. But I have to keep an eagle eye on the app to see when that thing opens. Unfortunately, you can't set an alert. You can set an alert for if a ride time gets down to a certain wait time that you want to wait for, but you cannot set an alert for when it actually opens if it's down, which is unfortunate. I know that some other apps that parks have allow you to do that, so that's unfortunate. There's a funhouse that I didn't know existed, and we should try that. There's also Fires 4D. I don't think I'm going to do that. That's actually the same thing that Busch Gardens had. back like 20 years ago. That's insane that they still have that. I can only imagine it is really, really outdated. I can't remember if it was CG or if it was live action. I can't remember, but I don't think I need to waste my time. They don't play it very often. I think it's only a couple. It has a schedule. So because if I remember correctly, like Busch Gardens had like a huge theater. It's the theater now that does a lot of dance shows and stuff like that. A beautiful day here. I definitely need to get over to Chiapas and River Quest because it's a nice day and it's a little chilly, but that sun comes out and people are just like, water ride, time to ride the water ride. Here we go, Das Werk Hotel Taro. Kidding me. It's already disorienting enough. Now you put these things in here. Oh, dear God. Yeah. This is like literally like the nicest fun house you'll ever freaking do. I love it. Labyrinth. Oh God. That's squishy. One of these. It's not that labyrinthy. It's like the nicest fun house you will absolutely ever do. I think that's what you can say about it. It was fun. It wasn't amazing or anything, but it was really nice. And I did this thing for whatever reason, because it looks fun. So that was actually quite fun. I forget what it's actually called. Wellenflog. Yeah, Wellenflog. Let's go with that. It was really fun. It was actually really cool being like right above the water as it was moving along. So that was really neat. Enjoyed that one, definitely. Your Crazy Bats update. Still closed. Man, it's so weird. I had no idea as you're walking to the park, like it's to figure out this spatial awareness of this park is just so confusing. Anyways, 5-minute wait. I'm going to finally do my front seat ride. Somehow I doubt it. I'm hoping it's not that long a wait, but I had to do that once because I had to I feel like I'll finally figure out that layout. I don't think this layout's that confusing compared to Tehran, but it's still very, very twisted and varied, and it's hard to follow. Way easier to, like Nemesis, I think I could practically tell you the layout without even riding it. It's not that complicated of a layout. This thing is though. So, but again, if we saw it from overhead, it probably isn't all that complicated. Oh yeah. So took 3 more rides on Black Mamba. I think I'll take probably 1 more later today. Finally rode on the left side of the train, and just to see if it felt any different, because some rides, especially the 4-across, can feel really different. Also, with all the near misses that ride has, I was just like, gotta make sure that it doesn't have anything that I really feel like I've missed out on. The right side is way better than the left, so Yeah, I said I was going to do shows today. I decided I just don't feel like doing shows. Maybe they're good, maybe they're not. But you know what? Oh well. Just isn't my thing. And I'd rather experience the park than sit in a showroom for whatever. I mean, the stuff they have going on, the preview looks cool, but not cool enough to actually want to ride it. So. So we are going to take a few more rides on Colorado Adventure. Since we only did it once yesterday, so probably take 2-3 rides on it. Might now be more than 2. We'll see. I took 2 rides on Colorado Adventure. Really enjoyed that ride. I think I'll probably take another couple later on. But seeing Choppas from the lift hills and all that, I just gotta go do Choppas. Probably do that a couple times too. There's like no wait times on most of anything. Like the only thing that really has waits is Terron. So, and we don't need to ride that until ERT. So, or we might. If I get bored enough, I definitely will. So, still waiting on that Crazy Bats to hopefully open, but, you know, karma. Still trying to figure out the layout of this park. Like, eventually you probably can figure out how to get your way through this park. Hello! But, yeah, and it would take a while. I get where everything typically is. Like, I know what's next to each other, but, like, finding the right pathway, there's just so many, and they go so many different ways. And there's, like, pathways that you think you take the left, it's going to go one way, and it goes the opposite way of what you're thinking. I'm following the signs. This is supposed to take me to Telecom, but I don't know. Hopefully. Let's see if we can find... Oh, I think I found it. Okay. So, wait, no. Okay, so Choppas and Telecom is this way. What brings us here? I don't even know where that goes. Oh, it goes to Colorado Adventure. So, look at that drop. Oh, that drop is freaking amazing. It seriously is. This is just ridiculous. And it's like they've seriously set up this park so every direction you take, it's like almost impossible to take a bad photo. Yeah, it's completely amazing. Alright, I'm gonna do Telecom and then Choppas, I think. If I can find it. Telecom? This way. Okay, so you enter underneath the backside of it. But see, the problem is, like, I swear, there are other times where you meet the backside of it and you're not even realizing it. So Main Street is, like, right there. Yeah. It's very, extremely confusing. We're gonna do a Telecom, we'll do a Choppas and then we'll do a Telecom. Let's see. Oh, probably nothing, so. Like, there were empty boats when we were riding Colorado Adventure, so I'm sure there's something. Jesus Christ, this is so beautiful. I just spent like the last freaking hour photographing. I didn't know when to stop. You literally walk 5 feet and there's amazing new shots everywhere. You like are just in the middle of this ride, and everywhere there's so many amazing shots. And sometimes it's hard to stop. And so I enjoyed myself actually doing that. But it's now 2:45. Crazy Bats still not open. I'm starting to be really doubtful that that's ever going to open today. And, well, that sucks so much because I could have ridden it yesterday and I didn't. Oh, man. So, that's unfortunate. But, you know, of all the attractions, that's probably one I cared about the least, so. We're gonna go get a beer and a pretzel and yeah, ride the rapids and do some stuff. So amazing day, amazing park. Let's hit the Mystery Castle one more time. See if it's any better. I doubt it, but you know, I hear there are different programs, so that's really cool. So, but I'm gonna definitely do River Quest one more time. That is definitely necessary. And Rock needs to be done one more time too. I think I'm gonna leave. I think I'll do that before ERT. Like, I'm pretty much done with the park today. Like, I've done everything I need to do, and then some. So, but yeah, incredible how they fit this all in. Absolutely incredible. So, all right, let's go and take a ride. Oh wait, the queue on this thing is pretty damn awesome as well. Hey, look, those are moving. That's fun. And there's like an Einstein animatronic right before you load. It's so bizarre. And there's lots of paintings. This is so cool. So we took 2 rides on River Quest and 1 on Dark Castle. We'll talk about that in a second. Or Mystery Castle, that would be Busch Gardens. This is one of the best rapid rides in the world, if not the best. The theming is pretty good. It's not amazing, but the experience is great. The first ride today got soaked. Well, pretty wet. Some other people really got soaked. And then the second ride, like, nobody got wet, which is interesting. Mystery Castle, though, had another ride on it, different program. It kind of like slowly lifted us up first, and then like put us all the way back down to the starting position, and then lift us up, dropped us down. You know what? It's weaker than an S&S tower, and my goodness, it is loud. Probably just because you're in an enclosed area. If you put an S&S tower inside like that, it'd probably be just as loud. But I can see why Intamin didn't sell any more of those. They're just loud, and maybe they were really, I don't know. It's not that good, but this thing is excellent. And this is the 3rd of 3 drops, so that's pretty freaking awesome. And they all feel different, which is amazing. One of them almost has airtime, which is crazy. So we're gonna go get some nuts because I had some nuts yesterday and they're really good, and I'm craving some nuts. So we're feeling good. You know, we're a little mad about the Crazy Bats. Oh my God, I wish I just rode it yesterday. Like, seriously, why didn't I just ride yesterday? So, and but I can't complain that much. It's such a great park, and it's just so beautiful. Oh, I don't know if I ever talked about their Madhouse. Their Madhouse is okay. I don't know. Like the pre-show, it felt like Mortal Kombat live. It was so weird. It was like the little bit of the Pepper's Ghost effect, but like, oh man, it was weird. Not that good. It's always like 10 minutes, and I could see why. I think I got peanuts. I'm not sure. Maybe it's popcorn. I don't even know what these are. Regardless, they're probably good. They're half a euro less than what I got last night. So, because last night there was only 1 bag left, so I was just like, I'll take that, whatever. So we are like right near Colorado Adventure, so let's go take a ride on that. I just had a triple ride on Colorado Adventure, and wow, that was, it's a really good mine train. Like, it's really good. It's really quirky too. Like, if you're a single rider, it really jolts you around if you have your hands up, like painfully almost. But really enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun. I think 5 rides today is enough for Colorado Adventure, though. We need to go do some chapas, though. Chapas. We need to go have a dance party with chapas. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. Again, really, really, really fun mine train. One of the best ones up there in the world. Easily. And there you go. We've done 3 really good mine trains on this trip. So, I think that's all we have on this trip, though, unfortunately. Tapas! Such a good flume. I would have done it a second time. There was, like, no line. We could have stayed on, but, man, that water is cold. That is very cold water. Tapas! And the best scene in there. Oh, the best scene. All right, Telecan. Took another ride on that thing. That thing is just phenomenal. Best top spin ever built, easily. The only regret I have is I never got to do a rear-facing ride. Everyone cheers when they get the front-facing one, but I just wanted to try it out. I was so close to getting it, and then there was 2 seats left, and a couple took them, so then they put me on the other side. So we have 1 hour left. I mean, there is absolutely no chance that Crazy Bats is ever going to open for me. Oh, man. And you get to see behind you can actually see behind Telecan. But the light is terrible, so no thanks. All right. We're going to do a Black Mamba. And then I think I want to do a Moss and Chocolates really quickly, too. Because why not? And we'll close it out at Windows, get some merch, and then head over for Hotel ERT. The app is great. It really is. I mean, it's not that hard to make a good app, but some people fail at it miserably. So there's that. You know, I always thought this was actually part of a few buildings. I didn't realize that it was its own separate thing. Not that it matters. So that is going to be it for normal park hours. Ended up with a double ride on Fear. It was really fun. It was 3 in the car, and you know, I was alone on the one side. And first side, we didn't really spin that much, so I decided, hey, let's try the other side. And guess what? Wow, that side spun a lot more when I switched over the second time. That was cool to try out and experiment a little bit. So it's a really solid layout. Both of them are. They're similar but different enough that like they feel like 2 different coasters completely. So, it's definitely one of my most favorite spinners, that's for dang sure. It just does a lot of really cool things. And the track tilting stuff, I mean, it's kind of a gimmick, but it's really fun at the same time. I think I like Fears more with a teeter-totter. I just think that's more interesting than just like kind of tilting to the side on the other one. Both are neat, though. I'll say that much, so. I think... Uh-oh. That's not good. Yeah, you never want to eavesdrop. Oh, there you go. There you go. Never want to eavesdrop at the end of the day. That's annoying. So, I don't know. The amount of cars that are moving out of here, it doesn't surprise me one bit that stuff gets delayed occasionally. I mainly like Fear more because of the huge drops at the beginning of the ride, whereas the other one kind of doesn't do as big of drops and just maneuvers a little bit like weakly around. So got chopping. Got two magnets, one that just says Phantasialand, one that says Hotel Montapada, because I loved my stay there, and why not? It was a cool magnet. And then got a Phantasialand polo shirt, which is crazy because I haven't bought polo shirts for theme parks. Oh my god, I can't even remember the last one I got. I think it was like 2013 for Canada's Wonderland. Maybe there was something in between, but probably not. But it was less than most t-shirts anyways. It's probably been there forever. And there was a Terran shirt I really wanted, but it was only in large. And it looked like it might fit me, but not too well. So I didn't really want to risk it since I don't really buy t-shirts very much any longer. And the merch, though, they don't seem to have a lot of locations to get merch. That's unfortunate. Like, there is no merch down here. Like, you have to go all the way towards where the fantasy area is to get to the merch. So we're going to go out the main entrance, drop my stuff, my bag and all that stuff off at the car because I don't feel like holding on to it for the next hour or so. And then we are going to move on to ERT. Also, it should be noted that the Phantasialand entrance has to be the least impressive entrance I have ever seen ever. It's fine. It's nice. It looks like it's a little dated today. I don't know, 80s, 90s, somewhere around there. But it's just so small and, oh man, I can't imagine this on a really busy day. That's probably why I let people in early. Gotta say, this Lingbao, really pretty hotel as well. But I do stick by my selection though. I thought the view was amazing and that's what I really wanted it for. I definitely want to try the newer one because the views of the flying coaster are going to be amazing from up there. Alright, took one ride on rack during ERT and that's it. I never got this shot, so here it is. This park has to be the least friendliest if you have a stroller. Don't bring your kids here that are not out of strollers. Like, you will be bringing that thing up and downstairs all day long. I can't even imagine it. So, there you go. Tip for you if you're a parent and actually watching this vlog. Alright, time to sit on Terran for the next however long we have. Probably about 50 minutes. So if you know me, on days where I've had a fantastic day sometimes and do a marathon, I forget to do the outro, which was the case 2 years ago. And I think I ended up with 12 or 13 rides and like 25 rides total on Terran, which was the most rides on any single coaster I did on the entire trip. And I'm glad it was that one because it was my favorite coaster on the trip. I have ridden Velocicoaster obviously since then, and there's a lot of comparisons, a lot of feelings. I think I like Terran still more, but Velocicoaster is the better roller coaster. But I'm not going to say that for sure until I ride Terran again to confirm my thoughts. And hopefully that'll be really soon. So you should hit that bell for instant notifications to when we return to Phantasialand and ride Terran and ride Fly and experience the wonder and amazement that is Rookburg. I am so excited to finally get there, and hopefully it'll be soon. So this has been Alex for the Coaster Spot. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that playlist for all the vlogs on the Europe Mega Trip. Stay tuned for day 23 tomorrow.